What is going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. And if you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back. At the bottom of the screen, you'll see there's an email address. If you guys want to send anything that you think you want to share with the viewing audience that makes good material, by all means, you can share it if you want. Or if you just want to stop by on the email and just say hello. Some people do that too. You guys are welcome to have at it. Guys, I'm going to talk a little bit about a story that was sent to me by one of my subscribers, Kayleen. And I got to give you a shout out, Kayleen. It's been a while. A lot of people have sent me this, and it's so many emails, guys. You know, I just try to get to them when I can get to them and sift through the ones I can with the little time I got between, you know, my time and going through these videos. If I missed your name, I'm sorry. But more than one person sent me this. And Kayleen was at the top of the list, so I'm naming Kayleen. But if you know that you sent me this, I apologize. I'm still shouting you out. But Kayleen, thank you so much. Listen, guys. This story is about two EMS workers. And this happened in December 18th of last year, 2022. And they're being charged with first-degree murder. And the EMT workers are Peter Cadigan and Peggy Finley. Now, these two people are some of the most insensitive people I've ever seen that do their work, and this is senseless death that could have been avoided. But it's a little part of this that I think might have happened, and it might explain why they acted the way they did with Mr. Earl Moore Jr. and why they think they shouldn't get first-degree murder. But I'll let you guys decide. Let's jump into it. Check it out.
Sit up.
This morning, two EMTs, Peter Cadigan and Peggy Finley, charged with first-degree murder after the man they were dispatched to help, Earl Moore Jr., later died at a hospital.
What happened? Stupid.
The ordeal unfolding December 18th and captured on body camera video.
He's having alcohol withdrawal.
Police arriving first, a woman at the home explaining Moore's situation.
He's having drunk hallucinations.
After attempting unsuccessfully to get Moore to stand up, the responding officers called in the EMTs.
You're gonna have to walk because we ain't carrying you.
But Moore never appears to fully stand up on his own.
Because I am seriously not in the mood for this dumb. Get up. Or you can stay here.
The officers eventually putting arms around Moore, helping to carry him outside. The EMTs then place him face down onto a waiting gurney, tightening straps on his back. And finally get him in the ambulance. Moore dying shortly after arriving at the hospital. An autopsy finding his cause of death to be compressional and positional asphyxia due to prone face-down restraint. Experts say basic training for EMTs typically includes learning the dangers of the prone position.
It was completely against protocol. To literally be thrown face down on the stretcher, as this individual was, and then have the straps tighten in that position. For this type of condition, there was absolutely no indication for that.
Teresa Haley runs the local NAACP chapter and is representing Moore's family.
We can never bring Earl back to his family, and I believe that those EMS workers should have to pay.
And Lifestar, the company that employs those two EMTs, it says they have no comment on their arrest. If convicted, they could face up to 60 years behind bars. Alex Perez, ABC News, Chicago.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you just took a look at the clip, and it's sad to see. And one of the things that stand out to me is, you know, how callous they were with handling him, the way they slammed him on his face on that gurney. That showed a lot of frustration. And I want you to remember that I just said, you know, the way the man pushed his face down and strapped him in, it seemed like it had a lot of personal frustration with that, like it was personal. First thing that points out to me is Peggy Finley was totally out of line. You know what I'm saying? She come in the house, you see the man can't stand up, he's hurting and all this stuff. And I don't know, I don't drink alcohol, guys, so I don't know how it is to have withdrawal. But I will tell you this, The way he was acting, it was like he had food poisoning or something. So I'm going to attribute it to that. I've had food poisoning many times. And you guys know, when you get food poisoning, especially when you're trying to hold down the temptation and not wanting to throw up, you get hot spells and cold spells. And your body is just weak. That's what it looked like to me. So I'm going to attribute, my experience of feeling a certain way to food poisoning, the way he was feeling with alcohol withdrawal. The lady said he was having hallucinations and all this stuff. Now, I give it to the lady that I guess was the caretaker or his girlfriend or whatever. She was giving active descriptions of his symptoms that they saw. Another thing is, she came in the house talking crazy to him. Earl, get up. We ain't got time for this shit and all this stuff. What does that tell me? They've been there before. And if you don't believe me, I used to watch a show that they used to show on A&E. They used to come on after First 48. And it was about New Orleans. And somebody put in the comment section the name of the show. I think it was First Response or something. And they would show people coming for people that would have constantly getting calls. And it would go around with the EMT service. And they would go to houses and know the people. And it would be the same problem. Somebody get a drug overdose. Somebody would be messed up off of alcohol, withdrawal or something. And they would know the people. And I think, honestly, guys, this is the case. Because there was a lot of laughing. And she was very nonchalant to be in a stranger's home talking to a patient like that. So keep that in mind. I think they've been there before. And that lady was talking and just like, damn, I'm tired. This is not the night for this shit. Just like the EMS worker at Dante Nichols, when they can't get Dante Nichols, the lady didn't get out the car. Same thing. These people, they don't know. Sometimes they get so in tune with just working a 9-to-5, they forget the importance of a job, of how important their job is to society and the existence of us all. And I think such is the case right here. This guy, Peter Cadigan, need his ass beat. He threw that man on that gurney and pushed down on him like that. That's frustration. Damn, I don't feel like dealing with this tonight. They probably, and we all experienced this at a job, had downtime, was having a good old time. Here come the call. Now they gotta go. They know the address, they know the guy, now they mad. Oh, we gotta deal with this motherfucker. Oh, Earl. Oh, come in the house, attitude already. Peggy Finley showed it. Get up, Earl. You see the man fucked up. He weak. And then the officers are standing there because it's not their job. The EMS people are here. The officers are just standing there. They had to take the man into the car because the EMS workers wouldn't. And that's the part that's crazy about the whole goddamn thing. What are you getting paid for? This is tax dollar money in full effect right here. They both need bones kicked right out of their ass. Both of them, especially Peggy Finley. She need a hand across her face. You know what I'm saying? She need a taste. All that mouth, man. Look, I always talking about mouth. I hate mouth, but you understand what I'm saying, though? That's totally unprofessional and uncaring. Like no empathy at all. If I don't know what alcohol syndrome is and all this stuff, I'm not gonna attack somebody for going through it. You understand what I'm saying? Or drug withdrawal. I don't know how it is. But I mean, I still can't be insensitive about it neither. Another thing. Did you see the ambulance? That shit was called Lifestar. Ain't that a bitch? They strapped the man down so tight that his face couldn't move. Did you hear the cops? They so ignorant and stupid. They strapped him down real tight. He ain't going nowhere. That means they've been there before. Probably the officer's been there before. Now, I'm going to say something and some people might not like it. A lot of times, especially us in the black community, we have a lot of people that we laugh at and stuff because they have drinking problems and things like that. I'm not saying this is the case, but a lot of times people will say, oh, he's just doing what he loved. All the same while going to the funeral and crying because somebody died doing what they love. It's one of them things, man. Alcoholism is a serious thing in America, and it affects everybody. Every race. And I don't know, Earl Moore Jr. personally, but I mean, I wish he could have got the help that he needed. Because it said he was suffering from withdrawal. Maybe he was trying to stop. Who knows? But the bottom line is these two fucktards right here have no place in any job to do that to somebody that was called for their assistance. All you had to do was stabilize them, take them to the hospital. Nobody asked you to play fucking doctor. So what the fuck is your problem? And that's the thing that's crazy, man. That's the crazy. I hope they do get time. I mean, they got first-degree murder. That's no bail usually. So, I mean, it's going to be justice for Earl Moore Jr. But my thing is this, and I'm just curious. I'm asking, why was the NAACP involved? I don't know. Was he a member? I don't know. I mean, I don't think it was racial. I think it's just, you know, social. We come over here all the time. It was a social issue. We sick of this dude because, guys, Peggy Finley would not come into a house full of black folk in Chicago and be like, get your ass up. We're tired of this shit. You can stay here if you want. You know what would have happened? It'd have been the Heathcliff cloud. Hands and feet. You know what I'm saying? And smoke. Ain't nobody going for that. You don't come in nobody's house unprofessional. That told you what? She was comfortable. Hopefully she'll be comfortable behind bars. Her and Peter Cadigan. Guys, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. This is some bullshit here. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. You know that, and I appreciate you. See you in the next video. Take care.